So a few months ago, I decided to learn Vim, and I started using it inside Visual Studio Code. Believe me, it is very frustrating in the beginning. You will just sit there staring at the screen, not knowing even what commands you're trying to remember. It's one of those things that is like delayed gratification. What I would suggest, looking back, is to make a list of the commands and rank them in the most common used commands, the most useful ones on top of the list, and have it in front of you and just learn very basic commands first. But as you get more into it, you will discover this thing called Vim macros, and that has been the real game changer for me, because now I don't ever have to do any repetitive task anymore. And that's the topic for this video. I wanted to show you how I use macros to both enumerate, like creating lists, numbers, duplicating content 100 times, find and replace, reformat things, create an array of numbers 1 to 10, take a list of the internet and convert it to an array or an object, functions, and convert those to ES6 arrow functions. Hopefully you will find it cool, and if you haven't looked into Vim yet, you might become inspired to do so. So let's get started. Alright, let's get into macros, and we will start with the most simple example I have today, which is to create an enumerated array from 1 to 10. And I made the list here to the right of the required actions in order to achieve this. So my first step is to press Q, and then the button where I want to store my macro. And for enumeration, maybe E is a good one. So I press E, and now in the status bar it says recording at E. So everything is correct. I will do Y 2 times to copy the entire line, and then I do P for paste. So now we have a second line, and we also want to increment this one with 1. For that I do Control A. And there we have one step that we want to do over and over and over. So here we're actually done with our macro. So I press Q again to stop recording, and recording disappeared from the status bar in the bottom. And now to run this, I can do at, it says Shift 2 there, but that's for the at sign, and then E. So now it ran those commands once. So in order to get to 10, I want to run it a few more times. So we'll do 7 at E, and it will run it 7 more times, and I will have created my array from 1 to 10. Alright, let's go to our second example. We have this add function here that we want to duplicate. So I will store this macro on the W. So I will do QW, it says in the status bar recording at the W. And now we want to start highlighting the things we want to copy. So I will do a large V to go into visual mode with highlighting full rows. And now I want to navigate to the curly brace. So I will do $, because that will take me to the end of this row. So now I'm on top of the curly brace. And now I want to go to the matching curly brace, because that's where the function ends. So I do that with %. Okay, so now everything that we want to copy is highlighted. We do a Y for yanking or copying. Done. And now we don't want to paste the function exactly here, so we want to navigate back to the end of the function. So that I will do $% again, so that I am in the end. And now I can paste. So now we actually duplicated the function. So now we can do Q to stop our macro recording. And now we want to run our recording. So I will do at W. And that will just keep creating functions. And I can do 3 at W if I want it to run many times. Okay, our third example is the most challenging one, but I would say it's my favorite of the three. So we're going to convert these functions into arrow functions. And I will record it again on E, and that will just overwrite the previous macro I had there, so that's fine. QE, we're recording at E. So first command is delete word to remove function, DW. And now I'm going to go to insert mode by pressing I. I will type out const and a space. I will press escape to go back to normal mode. And now I want to navigate to a specific character. And if I press F, it will do a find and place me on top of that character. So I will do F and then open parenthesis. So from this position, I want to do an I to go to insert mode, type out a space, an equal sign, and a space. And if you mess up during the macro, it's okay to just fix it and then continue. It will run in every macro, that little slip up, but it's usually fine. They run really fast. So now I will leave insert mode to normal mode by pressing escape. And now, instead of using F, I'm going to use T this time to navigate to the open curly brace. T open curly brace, so that places me right in front of it. Go to insert mode, and here I want to create the arrow. So I type out the arrow, and now the formatting of the function is done. So I will escape to normal mode, and from this position I want to do a search, and for that I'm using / and then type out what I'm searching for. So I could do / func, and you see it's gonna find the function. So to execute this search, I press enter. So now I'm placed on top of the next function, and that's perfect because then I could just run the macro again. So that tells me that I am done with my macro. So I will press Q. So now I have a nice macro that formats functions into arrow functions stored on my E button. So are we brave enough to just run this 6 times more? I think we are. So 6 at E. And they're all formatted as arrow functions. That's pretty cool. So this can save you from a lot of boring work where you just like finding and replacing stuff, or even just doing it all manually. So I hope that you maybe got a little bit intrigued by Vim, and that it might be worth learning. If you do like the content of my channel, feel free to subscribe or like the video or ask questions in the comments. I'll be happy to answer those, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.